everyone, welcome to this week's IMIL activity. This week we are going to do one of Choosie's activities that you can find on the free resources tab called My Emotional Dial. In the post that goes along with this video, I'm going to put the direct link to that activity with the step-by-step instructions, but you can follow along with this tutorial and it follows through the same steps here. And what I do try and do in these videos is try to use materials that you would have in your home so that you don't have to go out and buy any type of art supplies or anything extra. So what this week's activity, My Emotional Dial, asks to do are one of two things prior to making the activity. So the activity is based off of a story or a song line that Choosie puts out. The story is called Spencer's Wondrous Wish. I do put the URL for the read-along book right here in this post. So either read along to that book with them, or there's a second option of watching, listening, and dancing to Happy, Sad, Scared, or Mad, which is another Choosie song. But basically, essentially what that does is it allows for conversations with your little ones around recognizing their emotions, being able to discover them, understand them, express them, and manage how they really feel, to better be able to control their behaviors and recognize how they might be feeling. Because we all know, even if we're adults, we sometimes have a hard time or react on a type of emotion and not even know how we're truly feeling. So the story, the song, and the activity all really go together. You can find them all, like I said, right here on this post. But the activity in itself takes about half an hour. It can take a little bit longer. It depends on what type of dialogue you're having with your little one. The more dialogue, the longer the activity is going to last. And preferably for preschool age kids. The younger ones can kind of recognize a little bit, but the more dialogue on feelings and stuff like that, this activity really gears towards preschoolers. So if you go to the direct link that I posted here, it can also give you a template, which is 2 pages, and it looks a little something like this. Now, if you don't have access to a printer, you don't have to print these at all. We can actually together write them and do the activity without even needing a printer. It also calls for paper plate, doesn't matter what kind, tape or glue, scissors, and you're going to want a fastener of some sort. So I actually did have one of the fasteners that opens up like this. You can use a piece of yarn and tie it. You can use a pipe cleaner, twist it, and pull it through. Whatever you have available, a piece of ribbon just to tie it in a bow. So whatever you have at home. And colored pencils or crayons or whatever you want to give your little ones to help color during the activity. So what you're going to do is you're going to create your templates here. If you don't have access to a printer, I would at least pull up the activity online so that you can copy it. But you'll just need 2 pieces of paper, and you'll just have to copy down what this one says here, which is broken down by feelings. So happy, so things like being glad, peaceful, cheerful, confident, silly, sad. Then it breaks down scared and mad. And it also has your arrow where your fastener is going to go through. So you're going to want to copy this one on your plain piece of paper. And also have conversations with them on what other words you might not have in the template that describe happy or sad or scared or mad. Because your little ones might actually have better words than what's on the template. The second template here you're going to want to copy is the direct emotions that you put on there. So the happy, the sad, the scared, and the mad. And you can have them draw the faces, color the faces in, have them show you what the face looks like, have them explain to you a time that they felt that way. The more dialogue you have, like I said, the longer the activity will go, the more fun it'll be for them. So after you've either copied them and printed them or just copied them onto white pieces of paper, like I said, you can have them color all of the faces, color it in colors on here, however they want to color anything. They can do that, and then you're going to have them either with child scissors and you observing them doing it, or you do it, or together. Your child does one piece and you do the other. You're going to cut out both of the circle dials and both of the arrows. So I'm going to do that now. And it actually says on the template, it has like the cut it, or the cut on dotted line. But like I said, nothing has to be perfect. Alright, so one's done. Now I'm cutting out one arrow. Okay. And then the last one. Alright, so then just set your scrap papers aside and have your cutouts all ready for you here. Like I said, the kids will have them all colored up so they won't look as bare as this one. But then from here, you're going to go on to fasten the templates to the plate. So here's our plate. Like I said, it doesn't have to be one of these durable ones. It can be the dollar store type or the plain white ones. It doesn't matter. But you're going to punch a hole in the center of the paper plate, in the center of your dials, and in the center of your arrows. Okay? So you can use a hole punch, you can use a scissor, whatever makes you most comfortable. Again, this might be a part that the adult does where the child just watches. Alright. And this is where, depending on your child's age, the older they are, the more conversation you'll be able to have with them. Talking about feelings and words and explaining the facial expressions and all that. So once you've punched a hole in the plate and in your templates and your arrows, you're going to put your fastener through it. So it doesn't necessarily matter what type of fastener you had. Like I said, if it's a piece of ribbon, it's a pipe cleaner, whatever you have available that you can use to fasten everything all together. That's all you really need. But how I would do it is, you would put here the face one on the front, and the emotions one on the back, and then you're going to line them up. You're going to need one arrow on the front piece, kind of like this, and then one arrow on the back piece, kind of like that. And then your fastener type, whatever you were going to use, goes right directly in the center to hold everything all together. Just give me 1 second. Watch. Paper. right, so once you have the back and the front put on, just close up your fastener, tie your ribbon, fold over your pipe cleaner, whatever you're using as a fastener. All right. So this is what your finished project should look like. Your faces with your emotions, you'll be able to turn it. The same goes for the back, your emotions, your arrow. And of course, like I said, it'll be all colored and different based off of what you had your little ones do. So then from here, this is where you would ask your children different times of the day to move their dials on how they're feeling and what they're experiencing at that direct time. To notice if any emotions in the morning differ from what the emotions are later on in the day, and discuss what happened to make that child feel differently throughout their day. So it just helps them to identify their emotion, their feelings, and understand as to why they change. So that's it. You can bring this on the go with you wherever you go. Throw it in your purse, have it out in the car, when you're waiting for a doctor's appointment, whatever it may be. Just thought it'd be something fun to help our little ones really understand what their emotions and how they're feeling and what they're going through, because this time can be stressful. It can be fun, however we decide that it is, but they should know what they're feeling at that given time and understand it better. So I hope this tutorial helped you. Like I said, use whatever materials you have available. And I look forward to posting next week's IMIL activity. Everyone stay safe. Bye.